Many people know Malone, New York as a place where the visual and performing arts thrive. And that's thanks in part to the organization Foothills Art Society. As the organization finds new uses for the building they've inhabited for 3 years, programs and exhibits aim to attract a greater number of people to the Arts Center. Joining us now are Marrianne Goodfellow, a board member of Foothills Art Society, and Lorraine Cartier, who is the chair of the Program Committee. Welcome to you both.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
What kind of organization is Foothills Art Society?
Well, Foothills Art Society has been around for 25 years, and it is dedicated to enriching lives through art. In fact, that is our mission statement. We've gathered over the years to bring arts into the community, into the Malone region, and we have a dedicated group of people who really want to see arts thriving in the community.
Well, you've been a society in transition for about 3 years as the building you're renovating takes shape, and I understand there's going to be something very interesting in your gallery this month.
That's correct. In collaboration with the Historical Society of Malone, we have Ron Steenberge, who has painted a number of the historical buildings in Malone and in northern New York State, as well as north of the border. And he's done an amazing job on barns too, historic barns from all over. So these paintings will be on display, and we're really looking forward to showing this to the public.
And I understand this artist, Mr. Steenberge, has an amazing story.
He does. He was in the Army for many years in the reserve, and when he retired, he started working in various furniture stores. And during COVID, he decided he was going to try and paint. And so he picked up acrylic paints, and he started producing some amazing artwork of the historic buildings of Malone, using postcards and various older pictures that people were able to provide him. And the results are incredible.
They really are. And he's never had any training before?
Never had any training. He's self-taught, and we're really excited to be able to feature his paintings, including all these amazing barns, in our show in January.
Well, this piece caught my eye. Let's hear about this one.
This is a painting of the Flanagan Hotel, which is being torn down in 2026. It was built in 1918, and it's pretty incredible. It was a splendorous hotel at the time. People used to stay in this hotel on their way to Montreal from Albany. And the train station was right beside it at the time, and people stayed at this lovely, lovely hotel.
And it's a beautiful looking exhibit, and the gallery itself has its own name. It's not the Malone Arts and Cultural Center, which is the name of the building.
That's correct. It's the North Star Gallery on Pearl.
And I understand that in February you have another special exhibit going in there.
We do. It's a multicultural exhibit. And it will also feature some paintings from Black History Month and our collaboration with the First Congregational Church in Malone.
So there's going to be a tour of the church.
There's going to be a tour in collaboration with our opening on February the 6th. They're going to be able to go and look at the underground areas that the slaves hid prior to them leaving to go north into Canada. Malone was known as the North Star, and that's basically where our gallery name came from, North Star. So we'll be collaborating with the church for tours, and we will also have the art at the gallery. So again, it'll be a fun exhibit for everybody to come and see.
And a fascinating exhibit that may inspire people to want to learn more about history.
Exactly, exactly. The tour is incredible.
And besides art exhibits, you have activities for community members to do almost every Saturday.
Yes, we started a program this fall called Art on Pearl. Our goal is to provide an art activity on a Saturday when working families can come into the facility. We hold them from 1 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We've had programs for children 8 to 12. We had wreath making for families. We have dedicated alternate Saturdays for adults to come in and socialize and interact with each other. So our goal is to get all the members of the community, the young, working people, older people, to come in and use this as a community center where people can gather and not be isolated. Again, our mission, enriching lives through art. And that is what we want to do. We want people to come in and have their lives enriched in some way.
And it's not just visual arts enriching lives, it's also the performing arts. Foothills Art Society board member Jenny Gessler told me you have a monthly drum circle.
We do.
We visited the Malone Arts and Cultural Center recently, and she told us about the benefits of playing a drum with others.
When a group of people get together and drum, they start to work in a synchronous way. And it helps build community, helps them work together, it lowers blood pressure, it increases well-being, and it builds camaraderie within the circle. We have a gentleman named Chris Boyle who comes in once a month to facilitate these drumming circles. And when I asked him why he did it, he said it was because he likes to build community, but he also likes to know he can help heal people who need it.
A drum circle once a month sounds very positive, and on the first Friday of every month, you have an open mic night. What happens then?
People come to open mic, they can play guitar, they can sing, they can recite poetry. It's basically whatever they want to do.
We have a stage now that was built, and the time was donated by a local artist, Michael Hart. He designed and built our stage. So again, we're able to offer these open mic opportunities or other kind of performances as well.
One fun thing is our 16-year-old Jerry LePage that actually has an amazing voice. The first time he performed, he was really stage fright, but the voice came out and everybody went, oh my God, he should be on Broadway. Well, this fellow now, after 4 or 5 open mics, he's doing his little dance in between, and he's just a joy to listen to. It's been really fun to watch him grow.
So this is one of the ways you're putting that very large space in the back of the building that used to be a dress shop to good use.
Exactly, exactly. We're hoping to show films too eventually. So this will be another place where people can come and see movies in Malone, which we don't have at the moment.
It's a very special building that you're in. What is historically important about the building?
The building started construction in 1928. The building will be 100 years old in the next 2 to 3 years. It started out as a garage, Mason Brothers Garage, and they repaired large trucks and snowplows for the community of Malone, which is why the back room of our building is so large. They had to be able to pull in those large vehicles.
And you have a large wall back there that you and Jenny Gessler and the board members say needs to be replaced.
We've been told by architects and engineers that the back wall is in danger of potentially falling down. We did receive a grant that will help us remove that wall this summer of 2026. So we're always looking for extra matching funds for that grant. But with that wall replaced, we'll be able to really start the work on this building and make it the community center our town and our area needs.
We have to bring the west wall in at least 3 feet, redo the foundation, rebuild the wall, and put in all new windows. But that is going to be a great space for artists to do their work because it has all natural light. And then once that's accomplished, we can move on to other redesign elements.
And all your efforts to reach families and kids really flourishes in the summer because don't you have a camp for kids?
Oh, yes. This past year, we were able to offer 2 weeks of summer camp due to the generous support of Adirondack for Kids, a grant that we received. So we were able to provide our local artists with stipends to come in and offer a very enriching and fun art camp for kids. There were acrylic painting, there was a dance recital routine, all different kinds of art and craft, sewing. And then at the end of the week, on the Friday, parents came in, all of the art that the kids had made were exhibited, and the parents were absolutely delighted.
2 summers ago, we started our kids' camp. The kids would come for art and learn about art. And so in 2024, we had a cutoff age, a minimum age of 8 years old. And so there was a little boy named Jimmy, and unfortunately we did not know, but he was 7 and could not come. So he was disappointed, but he waited a year. And because we did not know, the following year we decided we would up the minimum age to 10. So Jimmy was so disappointed that his grandmother brought him in with a piece of his artwork to see if maybe we'd make an exception. And he had been studying with Bob Ross on the television and had been practicing and brought in this exceptional piece of artwork. And we saw it and just fell in love with this kid who was just so bubbly and happy and joyous that we said, of course we'll make an exception for this little boy. And so he came, and he was the delight of the camp. He was everybody's friend. And not only did he excel in the painting arts, but he excelled in everything else we put in front of him. He took to even the quilting he enjoyed. And from what I understand, he was the only boy in the summer camp that year, but he fit in and even made some of the shy kids come out of their shell and help them do their artwork. And he was just a delight.
With your focus so firmly on kids, why is it important that we reach kids with the arts?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. The research is very clear that having children involved in artistic endeavors is absolutely essential for neuroplasticity development in children. And unfortunately, due to budgets and other demands in school for testing, less time is being spent on the arts than perhaps in the previous generation or two. The research does also show that under-resourced children are especially in need of a place to go for artistic activities. We provide all the art supplies. We have scholarships that have been donated by the local community. These are covered again by local community sponsors who we are so very grateful for, and they are helping out, local kids and struggling families.
Well, the community is supporting the arts, and you two are volunteers. How volunteer-driven is the organization?
Other than the paid bookkeeper, it's completely volunteer-driven. And right now, we're looking for volunteers. We need people to do many tasks and to be involved, and I know there's people out there that would love to come and help us. So yes, volunteers, please come and join us at Foothills Art Society.
Well, I'd like to thank you so much for your dedication, and Marrianne Goodfellow, Lorraine Cartier, thanks for coming in and telling us about the creative events we can look forward to in 2026.
Thank you so much, Paul. It's been really good to be here.
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Exhibits and activities at Foothills Art Society and the North Star Gallery on Pearl are not just for Malone residents. Everyone is welcome to join in the festivities and to volunteer with the organization. Head to foothillsartsociety.com for more information.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.